Om Namah Shivaya. Ribhu Gita, Chapter 17, Verse 36. I am indeed Brahman, the limitless Self. I am indeed Brahman, the Supreme Joy. I am indeed Brahman, the totally silent, the completely inactive. I am indeed Brahman, the limitless Self, the infinite Self. Being infinite, there is no scope left over for anything else to be. The nature of the Self is infinite. The Self alone is what you are. Being infinite, it is bodiless. Being infinite, it has no form. Being infinite, it is not particularized. In it, for it, there is no differentiation. I am indeed Brahman, the limitless Self. Brahman alone should be known as the Self. There is no other kind of Self, no second Self. I am indeed Brahman, the Supreme Joy. The Self is pure happiness. Being is itself bliss. It is the supreme joy because it is endless and because it is without cause. And because it is never modified. Having realized which, it can never be lost. for your happiness to be perfectly full. Know Brahman. To know Brahman, know yourself. I am indeed Brahman. Just like this, you should know yourself. Know what your existence is. Existence is itself the supreme joy. It is non-objective and does not come to you as if it were elsewhere. Rather, you are it. I am indeed Brahman, the totally silent, the completely inactive. What does it mean to be totally silent? Who is the great silent one? To be silent is to be untouched by thought. To be totally silent is to be that which has no other. In silence, there is no creation. In silence, there is no coming or going. No becoming. No I. No this. In silence, you do not do, you are. Free of a body, free of a mind, the self cannot be said to do anything. And you are that self. The completely unmoving one. Brahman is itself. Brahman is itself silence. Here, individuality vanishes, is realized to be impossible. And thus all illusion is gone. In such silence, know yourself. Verse 37. I am Brahman only. All this is illusory. I am indeed Brahman. The world is unreal. I am Brahman alone. I am not the body. I am Brahman alone, the great non-duality. If you deeply inquire to know what your true nature is, you find that it is partless. And only Brahman. You are not Brahman plus something else. You're only Brahman. Brahman is existence. Brahman is the truth, the reality. You are the reality only. And not one speck of the unreal pertains to you. All this is illusory. This signifies all that is objective, all that can be conceived, all that can be perceived. All of it, all this, is only illusory. How much of an illusion is it? It is completely so. The illusion cannot mix with the reality, and the reality cannot mix with the illusion. So for whom is the illusion? For whom is all this? Inquiring in this way, illusion, being unreal, vanishes. And nothing of it remains. There is existence indeed, the real nature of the I, that is Brahman. But it has no illusion. The illusion is itself illusory. The reality is the self, and it alone exists for all eternity. Where is the possibility of illusion? And all this is just illusion. The world is unreal. There is no thing at all. There is existence which ever is, and ever is you, the self. But there's no world. The world is unreal. Just consider the significance of that deeply. If you realize that the world is unreal, all that remains and ever remains is pure existence, just the self. Only if you misidentify with the body do you think the world is real. Without a body, does anyone conceive of the world? If there is no world, there is no attachment and nothing to become attached to. If there is no world, what are you? Where are you? I am not the body. I am Brahman alone, the great non-duality. You are Brahman alone, and never anything else. You are not the body, so you have no birth or destruction. You are not the body, so you are entirely formless. You are not the body, so you do not come and go, nor do you do anything. Inquire deeply within to free yourself of the I am the body misconception. If you do not assume yourself to be a body, how will ignorance go on? And without ignorance, how will bondage go on? Being unbound, free, you are only Brahman. I am Brahman alone, the great non-duality. In non-duality, you are the self, Brahman, and there is no alternative. Non-duality not only signifies the resolving of all opposites, but it means that there is no alternative to Brahman. Nothing else is. Hence the world was discarded or negated. There is no alternative for what you are, the self. So there is no ego. You are one without another, without a second. Verse 38. Brahman alone manifests as thought. Brahman alone manifests as Shiva, ever. Brahman alone manifests as knowledge. Brahman itself manifests as the result. What makes up thought? What is the substance of which it is made? It is only consciousness, and consciousness is Brahman. All thought is only Brahman, but Brahman is certainly not a thought. It is thought transcendent. Whatever is thought of is only Brahman. All that you think of is, after all, only thought. What truly exists cannot be described in thought, cannot be measured by thought, cannot be determined by thought. The power to manifest as thought, the manifestation itself, and the manifest in are all only Brahman. There is nothing else of which to manifest. Brahman alone manifests as Shiva. What you worship is only Brahman. Always. Brahman alone manifests as knowledge. Brahman is the only knower. Brahman is the only knowing. And Brahman alone is the known. Brahman alone manifests as knowledge. This is so of all knowledge, and is most clearly seen in self-knowledge. The seeker of self-realization who would know Brahman is only Brahman. He knows Brahman by the power of Brahman. Knowledge knows itself. Brahman knows itself. There is no other involved. Brahman itself manifests as the result. So it is the cause of your aspiration, it is the aspiring, and it is the result of the practice as well. All is only Brahman. Verse 39. Brahman itself manifests as a form. Brahman itself manifests as a form. You are that Brahman. There is no doubt of this. Brahman itself manifests as time. Brahman itself manifests as all. Brahman is itself quite formless. Yet there is no form apart from it, or of a different nature than it. If there is a form, Brahman is only that, and that is only Brahman. If there is no form, then Brahman alone remains. And all that remains is forever Brahman. Brahman manifests as the form. This can be said of the entire universe and beyond. Only Brahman, which is existence, is all. And there is no exclusion of yourself from that. You are that Brahman. Inquire and know this to be the truth. There is no doubt of this. How can Ribhu speak of such certainty? The certainty in the knowledge of Brahman is Brahman itself. The undifferentiated is doubtless. Brahman itself manifests as time. Brahman is beginningless and endless. When did time begin? The beginningless self itself manifests as time, or is regarded as such. Yet Brahman is timeless. If we think of the past, Brahman alone is the most ancient. If we think of it in terms of the future, Brahman is itself unending. If we have knowledge transcendent of thought, where is time then? Brahman itself manifests as all. There is then no separate you, no particularized this, no individual, no world, nothing but the Brahman, the Self, which always is, just as it is. Verse 40. Brahman itself manifests as the sentient beings, and Brahman itself manifests as the insentient. Brahman is all as Omkara. Brahman itself is of the nature of Omkara. Brahman itself manifests as the sentient beings. Brahman, which is consciousness, is the very being of all beings. It alone is, it alone knows. The essence of all living beings is only that. The same essence alone exists in the form of all that is insentient. Om is all. And that Om, which is eternal and universal, is Brahman. Brahman is all as Omkara, the nature or the form of all. Brahman itself is of the nature of Omkara. With the knowledge indicated by Om, know the reality as it is. The reality which is one without a second. When you meditate Om, or when you chant Om, or when you say Om, be aware of what Om is. Beyond the three states, ever shining as consciousness, the manifest and the unmanifest. that Om, that Brahman, that alone is the Self. Om Namah Shivaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.